Hello everyone, I hope that you're so fine and let me tell you that during this way we're going to start working now with the last unit that is the number 8 and that's called My Week. So just pay attention to this last unit and let's do it. First of all, as you know, we are going to learn the new vocabulary and in this case it's about subjects. So all of them maybe you already know them because you have them in school. So let's listen to them.
Page 72, Unit 8, My Week. Lesson 1, Subjects. A. Listen, point, and say. 1,
Science,
2,
art,
3,
math,
4,
PE,
5,
music,
6,
social studies,
Maybe you can practice them also with the pronunciation, and maybe you can look for vocabulary related to these words. Then, according to the subjects, it's important to listen to this exercise and write the correct number to each picture.
Page 72. B. Listen and number. 1,
Look at this spider. I like science.
2,
Look at these. They're old. I like social studies.
3,
I'm drawing. I like art.
4,
35. That's right. I like math.
5,
I have a soccer ball. I like PE.
6,
I'm singing. I like music.
Which one of them do you have in at school? Then here we're going to start in grammar a part this topic that is called like possessive adjectives. So we have here guys description or the information about this. So they are used to express possessions or ownership of something. That's why I'm going to show you some examples and I'm going to explain you later what this. For example, we have here her favorite class is math. So the clue here is the word her. Then the other example is his favorite class is art. Here we're using the word his. As you can see, we have the word like her, his, also using the vocabulary that we have already learned. Now, the possessive adjectives. Here is the difference. When you're using the word his, it's related to a boy. When you're using the word her, it's related to a girl. That's why we have here two examples like his favorite class is PE. In this case, PE is physical education. And then you have the word her, like her favorite class is science. Then we're going to listen to these examples using this rule.
Page 73. C. Listen and say. Then practice.
his favorite subject is science. Her favorite subject is science.
1,
His favorite subject is science.
2,
Her favorite subject is art.
3,
His favorite subject is math.
4,
Her favorite subject is PE.
5,
His favorite subject is music.
6,
Her favorite subject is social studies.
As you can see, in all of them, you're using the word his or her at the beginning of the sentence, and then you have to look at the picture to know what is the action or what are they doing in order to guess what is the subject. Then, here we have other examples using the possessive adjectives, but now in questions. That's why we have these two options. Could be like what is or what's. Remember that the contractions are correct. Then we have the possessive adjectives that are his or her, and then favorite subject. Remember that if it's a question, don't forget to write the question mark. For example, it could be like this: what is his favorite subject? Or what's her favorite subject? So both are correct. Then let's see this example. What's her favorite subject? And in this case, if you are asking about what is it, my answer is going to be it's math. So please don't forget to write at the beginning or before the subject the word it's or it is. Then here we have other examples similar to the last one, but in this case with a question. In the first one, you have what's his favorite subject? And my answer is it's PE or it is physical education without contractions. And in the other, you have what's her favorite subject? It's science. Or also could be it is science. And remember that both are correct. Then here you have other examples but now using questions.
Page 73. D. Listen, ask, and answer. Then practice.
What's his favorite subject?
It's science.
What's her favorite subject?
It's science.
What's? What is? It's. It is.
1,
What's her favorite subject? It's science.
2,
What's his favorite subject?
It's PE.
3,
What's her favorite subject? It's math.
4,
What's his favorite subject?
It's art.
5,
What's her favorite subject? It's music.
6,
What's his favorite subject?
It's social studies.
So, as you can see, remember to use the correct possessive adjective in your question, and don't forget that every time that we're starting a question, we are using the word what or what is. Then, this is the grammatical structure. I use what or what is, then my possessive adjective, and at the end, I'm going to use favorite subject. And don't forget that when I'm going to answer, I have to write it or it is. Then we are going to start with the lesson number 2 that's called classes. Let's listen to the vocabulary.
Page 74. Lesson 2. Classes. A. Listen, point, and say. 1,
Karate class.
2,
Dance class.
3,
Swimming class.
4,
English class.
Now the question for you is, do you have any of these classes? Then here we are going to learn all the rules that we have to follow when we are talking about any class or subject. For example, you have here 6 different activities. So that's why we're going to listen to them and then I'm going to explain you.
Page 74. B. Listen and say. Then practice.
Danny goes to karate class on Mondays.
1,
Danny goes to karate class on Mondays.
2,
Julie goes to dance class on Tuesdays.
3,
Mike goes to swimming class on Wednesdays.
4,
Jay goes to English class on Thursdays.
5,
Emma goes to swimming class on Fridays.
6,
Carla goes to dance class on Saturdays.
Well, as you can see here, as I told you before, I told you that we have six different activities. And first of all, as you can see in the example, you have the name of the person, and in this case, that is Danny. And then you have the word goes. If you remember, I told you that when we are talking about he, she, it, we have to add the letter S or ES to the verb. In this case, we have Danny goes, and then we're going to add what is the activity. In this case, to karate class, and at the end, we have to write or to say what is the day. Then, here is something similar, but in this case, using a question.
Page 75. C. Listen, ask, and answer. Then practice.
When does he go to karate class?
He goes to karate class on Tuesdays.
When does she go to karate class?
She goes to karate class on Tuesdays. 1,
When does she go to karate class?
She goes to karate class on Tuesdays.
2,
When does she go to swimming class?
She goes to swimming class on Thursdays.
3,
When does she go to dance class? She goes to dance class on Fridays.
4,
When does he go to karate class?
He goes to karate class on Mondays.
5,
When does he go to English class?
He goes to English class on Wednesdays.
6,
When does he go to swimming class?
He goes to swimming class on Saturdays.
So we listen here some examples using our question, and maybe you already know how to answer them. Remember to use what is the correct subject, like he or she, and then to write the S in the verb, for example, in this case that is goes, and then what is the activity, and at the end we have to write the day. Then we're going to start working in our workbook. Check. In the first exercise, talking about subjects, we have to match them. It's important to look at the picture and write what is the correct letter and the line. Then you have to look again to the picture or to the books. You have to see what is the book related to, and then you have to write what is the name of the subject on the lines. Then, in the exercise 3, it's important to look again to the pictures and write what is the correct subject. For example, his favorite subject is PE. Then, in the number 2, you have her favorite subject is, according to the book that the girl has, what do you think is the correct subject? And in the number 3, remember that you have to write it with the correct rule. Remember that if it's a boy, you have to use his. If it's a girl, you have to use her. Then, in the exercise D, we have to mention right. For example, in the number 1, like what's his favorite subject? And then the correct answer is it's music. That's why you have to check the picture. Then, in the exercise A, you have to write here what is the correct activity according to the images. For example, you have, the name Jan, and then the date that is Monday. Then you have Anne on Tuesday. Then you have Dan on Wednesday and Tom on Thursday. That's why you have 4 different actions on the box, like karate class, English class, swimming class, and dance class. That's why you have to label them. And then in the page 74, you have to run on the lines, like first of all, what is the name of the person? Then goes to, remember to use the word goes. Then what is the activity? And at the end to write the day of the week on plural. As you can see in the number 1 you have Mondays, or in the number 3 you have Wednesdays. That's what you have to do. Then here you have to connect according to what is the action or what are they doing during the week. For example, you have 4 days of the week like Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Friday. According to the girl, she's doing the dance class on Monday and she's doing swimming class on Wednesday. The boy is going to swimming class on Tuesday and English class on Friday. Check the example. In the number 1 you have when does, then you have 2 options like he or she, and go to English class. As I told you first, the English class is done for the boy. So, when does he go to English class? And then my answer could be I have the 2 options. I already know that it's a boy. He goes to English class on, and then check what is the day of the week. In this case is Fridays. That's exactly the same way you have to do on the number 2 and number 3. Finally, your homework is you have to answer in your workbook the pages 72 until the page 75 and just check everybody up and to complete the unit number 7, the lesson 3, and the lesson 4. And that's it, guys. I hope that you have an excellent week. See you the next class.